Hello everyone. I have recently shared a few links with all of you. There are two links for registration and one link for login. Now, the reason why there are two links for registration is because there is a separate registration portal for class 6 and a separate registration portal for class 7 and class 8. Class teachers, please make sure that you send the appropriate links to the students. If a class 7 student tries to log in, register using the registration form for class 6, they just cannot do it because I have not put that setup. It's separate for class 6 and then there's a separate link for class 7 and class 8. Whereas the login link is common for everybody, including the students of all classes 6, 7, 8 and the teachers as well. Now, if the student or you click on the registration link, now again remember that as teachers you don't have to click on the registration link because your registration has already been done by me as an admin. This registration link is only for the students and send that appropriately. So once the student clicks on this link, they will be greeted with a page that looks something like this. Now again, it's very self-explanatory. There is a first name and last name where the students have to type in their first name and last name. They have to punch in their mobile number, which is, since they are smaller children, it will be their parents' number. And there's one more section called as select your group. Now, if the students have received, for example, the class 6 link, they will have four columns here. One is admin, class 6A, 6B, and default group. Now ask them to click on their appropriate link, which means class 6A students have to click on the class 6A in the group and class 6B students have to click in the class 6B. Similarly, when a class 7 or 8 student tries to register through the other link, they will be greeted with this set of groups. They again have to either click on class 7A, 7B or 8 appropriately according to their classes. If they mess this up, it will be a lot of work for us to fix it later. Below this is email, which will be one of their email addresses, either theirs or their parents' email, which needs to be punched in here. And the password is anything of their choice. They can type in any password, but ask them to make sure that it is simple, easy, and they can remember it well and long. Again, resetting this is a little bit of a hassle for all of us. So ask them to remember this carefully. Once this registration is done and they click on this register, the students are registered in the portal. Now what they can do is from here on, the other link, which is common again, as I told you, for all of you, for the students, for the teachers, and for the rest of the non-teaching and admin staff, it's the same. Whoever has been registered. Now the teachers, you can log in using the email that you gave in the Excel sheet and the password that I have very recently shared with you. You cannot reset the password. This is for security reasons and to make sure that if you forget it, we can reset it. But punch in the username and the email as the one that you gave in that Excel sheet and the password as to what I gave you. The students in that place where when they have to log in, they will have to punch in the email and the password that they have given here. And click on sign in and they have logged into the portal. Now teachers will use this portal to add questions and add those questions to the question paper and finally publish the question paper before the exam. The students will be using this to actually write the questions, the answer for the questions on the exam day. And the teachers will again use this once the students have answered the question paper to actually mark the answers. For all of these things that I've mentioned, I will be creating a separate video, set of 3 or 4 videos, which will in detail describe each and every step and make the process very much easier for you. But please make sure that the students follow the registration link first and the class teachers make sure you have sent in the appropriate link. For class 6, send in the class 6 link, 7 and 8 send in the class 7 and 8 link. And another main thing is to make sure the group is selected as the right one. Even though if they click on admin or the other ones, they'll have to go through the whole registration process again with a whole new email address. System will not accept same email address being registered twice, and I cannot remove it. So ask them to be careful of these two things: the class teacher sending the right link and the student selecting the right group. Now, as of now, the students don't have to log in because they have nothing to do in the login portal now. But the teachers, I suggest you log in a couple of times to make sure you know what is where. and so that once you receive the next video where I teach you how to add the questions and the question paper, it becomes a very easy step for you. Please get in touch with me if you have any more questions.